Hi, my dears. Welcome to Vistamera School. We will learn about keeping safe in our today's session for grade 4. Whenever accidents or safety, any events that happens unexpectedly and harms people are called accidents. What are accidents? Accidents are caused sometimes due to the carelessness and sometimes due to that of others. For example, accidents can take place anywhere and at any time. Stay alert. Always you should stay alert. Where these are the boards mentioned whenever you are crossing across a roads. You should walk in the zebra crossing, and while in the swimming pool you should be careful too. If there is no footpath, walk on the right side of the road, then you will be able to see the oncoming vehicles. It means that vehicles are traveling in the left side, so you can see the vehicles traveling. Cross the road using the zebra crossing. You should cross the road only using zebra crossing. Look right, then left, then right again before crossing the road. Do not run on the board, my dears. Do not get into or off the bus whenever bus is traveling. Children must never go out unaccompanied by an adult. Never listen to music using earphones or headphones when you are traveling on the road. As we have discussed safety measures on the road, now we shall just discuss some safety measures at the home. What are all the safety measures that we should take while we are staying in the home? That too in the places like kitchen, handling electric appliances, handling sharp objects and handling pointed objects. We should be safe and we should be conscious always, as we have known that prevention is better than cure. Every home must have proper electrical wiring and free exhauster to deal with the fire accidents. The rules that we should follow while we are having some work in kitchen are like that: never leave objects like nails, scissors, toys or balls laying on the floor. Someone might get hurt or trip and fall. Never handle any electrical instruments which is not working properly without first switching it off. Never go near fire unless there is a adult person. You should not go near a fire. Do not distract your mother or any other person while cooking, which may divert her conscience. The stool should be at the right height, strong and steady whenever you are standing on the stool. Wipe off the spilled water immediately. Never neglect spilled water on the floor, which might hurt someone whoever stepping on that. Always be alert to the smell of gases, where in case of gas leakage, where it gives a smell. Open all the windows and doors of the house and switch off the mains. Whenever your house is smelling with the gas, you should open the windows and switch off the main switches. Now, I'll tell you what are the safety measures that you should follow while using electrical appliances like refrigerator, television and fan. These appliances are useful and make our life easy and comfortable too. Without these, we could not even imagine our life in nowadays. But electrical appliances must be used correctly to avoid accidents at a home. Children must never handle electrical appliances on their own. Never use a new electrical appliance without reading the instruction manual carefully. It means that whenever you are bringing new electrical machines, you should read the manual carefully before switching it on. Switch on or off a plug or a device with the dry hands only. A faulty electrical wire, plug or a fuse must be repaired by electrician only. In case a person receives an electrical shock, shut off the mains immediately so that others could not get electrical shock. The things or the safety measures that you should follow while you are in a swimming pool, where if you are not having a very good knowledge regarding how to swim, you should definitely follow all these rules while you are playing in a swimming pool, so that children's must never go for swimming pool unattended. Never dive into shallow swimming pools as you are a small children's. A learner must always use a float and must swim at the shallow end of the pool, that too in the presence of the coach. Do not run along the swimming pool or straddle anyone. Straddle means you should not make someone run. Do not pull anyone or push anyone into the water, which might give happy to you but it hurts them a lot. First aid kit. Accidents generally cause hurt or harm. The immediate help given to a person in such situation before a doctor arrives or a person is taken into hospital is called first aid. I'll read it again. Immediate help which is given to an injured person before a doctor arrives or he is taken to a hospital. It is always good to know more about first aid. It could even save someone's life, where you should have the knowledge regarding first aid. Do not get panic since it can frighten the person who is hurt. We should not get panic. Calm down the injured person first. If there is an accident in the absence of an elder person around, call your neighbors for your help immediately. Call your neighbors whoever are present immediately. Do not leave the injured person alone. Call up the doctor immediately. We should call up the doctor immediately. First aid kit. First aid kit. It means that we are now learning about how to use the first aid kit. It is important to maintain first aid kit at home, where it must contain all these things, where it is good idea for every children to make his or own first aid kit. Now I'll tell you what are all the things that should be there in your first aid kit, so that you could also have your own first aid kit. Antiseptic lotion, cream, band-aid or it is also called as plaster, crepe bandage, paracetamol tablets, where these are the tablets useful for all kinds of fevers, scissors, pain relief cream or spray, and Whenever burns or bleeding wounds or insects bites, what you should do? Yes, I'll tell you, if it burns or bleeding wounds happens for someone or any insects or animal bites, you should always have to train a person or someone who has knowledge of the first aid. It is better. Whenever it is burnt, hold the burn under a cool water first. First you should cool the place wherever it is burnt. Either it might be by having cool water or placing a ice on it. You might also dip a burnt area into a cool water. This will give a great relief to the injured person. Apply antiseptic cream on the burnt area so that it relieves the pain. Cuts or bleeding wounds. Whenever it is cut or bleeding wounds happens, it is very important to stop the bleeding soon as possible. We should first stop the bleeding. Great care must be taken to avoid infection. Wash your hands with the soap before giving first aid to the patient. A clean cotton pad or a cloth should be placed firmly over a wound. This will stop bleeding. Firmly means strongly. We should keep it on the wound. Make sure that bleeding part of injured person's body is kept raised. Place an ice pack on the bleeding part as you are observing. We should keep the ice pack. Once the wound or cut stops bleeding, the wound must be cleaned with an antiseptic lotion. Then place a cotton pad over it and tie it up with a bandage. If the cut is caused due to a rusted object such as a rusted knife or pin, the person must be given an anti-tetanus injection, where in general we call it as TT injection. Insects, whenever you have bited with the insects, the affected area must be thoroughly cleaned. Place an ice wrapped in a cloth or an ice pack on an affected area for about 10 minutes, which will reduce burning sensation. Apply smoothing cream to the place wherever insect has bited. Yes, my dears, I hope you have understood the safety measures. Whatever you should will follow the same. Thank you.